By a show of hands, who likes right-wing autistic femboy incels? Because it can't just be me. But I happened to stumble upon one of these things. Unfortunately, it seems like he's actually lying about being a femboy. I don't know why he would do that. It's just complete false advertising, and honestly, I think it's kind of bad for the business. But anyways, I'm gonna try to attempt and turn this into something interesting. He really reminds me of that one guy I found who was actually an incel, and he would post like 20 times a day talking about feminism. And I am still mad that he deleted his account before I could get to it. But I've got this as a replacement, and this is also kind of a test to see what I can actually do with practically nothing, because sometimes I run out of ideas and I actually need to get something out.
Yeah, you have to quote my bio because you lost the argument. So pathetic, but then again, you're a neurotypical, so I don't expect anything more from you.
So I'm gonna give a few reasons why I think this guy is pretty funny. The first one being his appearance. He's like a perfectly sculpted mold for incels and Discord mods. Like, this guy is the base. Completely average with the Minecraft sword, the Xbox hat, the hair, everything, the glasses. Like, when are you gonna drop the link to your Discord server? He probably has an age limit though, it's probably 18 and under.
Hi, Charlie Radfem. As you can see, I depicted you as the Soyjack and myself as the Chad. So therefore, the Fourth Reich have already lost.
Yeah, he may be the default for these mods, but he definitely does beat out Giga Chad.
Wow, you racist, sexist have no argument. So you're gonna make fun of my looks, the way I talk, the way I have autism. Not a very good look for—
Okay, I don't know what the hell he is talking about. That's gonna be another reason, but just check out this dad bod. He probably achieved this not by having kids biologically, but probably by kidnapping them and keeping them in his house. And this pink camouflage shirt is probably gonna be the closest thing we have to him dressing like a femboy, and I think he really needs to start doing that because he's got it in his bio, but he's not actually a femboy, so what the hell do you think you're doing lying to us like that? Also, by the way, I see a lot of people saying this is rage bait, which is something I see at least once in every single comment section I go into, because apparently everything is just rage bait now, according to people online, especially TikTok. Because of the tone of this guy's voice, I actually cannot tell whether or not he is being serious. I think in some cases he is joking, but I think that he also sometimes gets mad at what other people comment on his stuff. So there's a chance that this guy is baiting and falling for the products of his own bait.
Well, you neurotypical, you say you're asexual. Well, that's okay. But that doesn't change the fact that you are a men-hating, racist, ableist fascist. And I hope you get the help that you need.
This is bringing me to the second reason, which is he just says things.
Oh, I get it. You neurotypicals are more focused on what my hat I'm wearing or other clothes I'm wearing, rather than the fact that Queer Kiwi is a rapist. Wow. Just wow. Really goes to show how much you leftists are quick to defend pedophiles and zoophiles, rather and just to attack autistic people.
What the hell is he talking about? He may not appear to be that intelligent, but he just read in between the lines of this message right here, and it actually reveals something disgusting.
So you literally just admitted you are ableist and prejudiced towards autistic people. Good job.
I'm glad he said it, because I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, he's just out here making stuff up. I think that's pretty great though. This is the exact reason I started following him, because of the insane shit he says. And if there's one thing he really likes to do is use neurotypical as if it's insulting to be that.
Yes, I love women. In fact, I'm attracted to women. Just because somebody disagrees with you, rabid, misandrous, neurotypical, doesn't mean they're women haters. There's a difference between misogyny and people who disagree with you, neurotypical fascists.
It's pretty obvious that the autism meters are flying off the charts here.
I see. You're encouraging people to point and laugh at me because I have autism. Yeah. That's pretty ableist for you to say that. So, you'll be lucky if frickin' TikTok doesn't ban your account.
He also uses that to deflect the hate by saying that everyone is just cyberbullying him because he's fucking autistic. First of all, nobody's cyberbullying you. That's not even real, unless you're like getting actually stalked or something. And nobody gives two shits whether or not you're autistic. They will still make fun of you and talk shit to you, to your face, about you. And people who hate on this guy don't even do it because he's autistic. It's because he just says the most insane things you could ever imagine coming out of someone's mouth, but it's just funnier because it comes out of the face of this thing. And this one might be the craziest one yet.
Wow. You are really obsessed with hating on men. It's not healthy. It's really sad and pathetic. And you're just a neurotypical, so you're just going to embrace being a freaking sexist, racist, ableist bigot. You're no different than the people who spat on black people back in the 1950s. And you're no different than the people who spat on Jewish people in 1930s Germany. I know you're going to say you're very different, and your orgy is going to say you're very different, but you're not.
This is where the third and biggest reason why this guy is funny is gonna come in. The third reason why I think this guy is pretty funny is because he is absolutely obsessed with misandrous and feminism. And gay people. The reason why this guy is so similar to that actual, like, real life in the flesh incel that I found is because the other incel was extremely obsessed, every day posting about why he hates feminists, when in reality, nobody cares that much. This guy is an exact copy, except he's autistic, a femboy, and he hates misandrous.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Yeah, it's something you rich white girls don't understand, but men get abused, men get cheated on, and men actually commit suicide because the way this court system screws over them when it comes to women cheating on them. So you're wrong.
I'm actually going to blend reason number 4 into this one, which is the fact that he's in denial about being an incel.
Yeah, just because I disagree with you left-doing neurotypicals doesn't mean I'm an incel. So, nice try.
Also, disregard the fact that I'm progressively sounding more like shit throughout this whole video because I'm sick. So the reason I think this guy actually is an incel is because the other incel I found, all he cared about was feminism. And the only people who give a shit about that aren't girls are incels. This guy is the same thing. All he does is talk about how much he hates misandrous. Do you want to know what a non-incel would do? Nothing, because nobody actually cares. Now, if I was a guy, this is what hypothetically I would do. And by the way, no, I'm not a little boy. I mean, some people think I'm a young boy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I really sound like a young boy. Maybe I do. But if I was a guy, you want to know what I would do? I wouldn't care, because who gives a shit? And if I did care and I made a bunch of videos daily complaining about it, then I'd fall into the cringy incel territory.
Let me think. No, because there are a bunch of men-hating bigots who only cause more harm than good, because they are men-haters. And don't think I'm all about meninism, because I don't like those people either.
This video is another one that I find to be pretty funny because he contradicts himself pretty hard. So I'll put them back to back, but in this one he talks about how men aren't sensitive, and then in the next one he's going to talk about how they cry over videos on the internet.
Men so sensitive, man. Really? We're the ones who are sensitive or so sensitive when you neurotypicals are the ones who are getting offended when people point out that misandry is just as bad as misogyny? Get real. You neurotypicals seem to be obsessed with hating on men and making them cry and hurting them. And yet I'm supposed to believe you're the most tolerant people on the planet? Bull.
So just going based on his videos, I'm gonna assume that he's talking about them crying because of what people are saying online, because this is what he complains about constantly, so that's just kind of me trying to put the pieces together as to why he's saying that. So just judging by that, I can tell immediately right now that he's fucking lying, because nobody cries over this stupid shit that people complain about online. And he's just saying that because he wants to feel hurt and special, but motherfucker, you already are special. It's just not in the way you want. Because I can tell you right now that there is nobody sitting behind their screen scrolling around and crying over what people are posting. It just doesn't happen.
All I hear is a man crying, and I'm so happy. You are a horrible person for saying that. This really shows the 4B movement are a bunch of freaking neurotypicals and fascists who want nothing more than to hurt people, especially disabled people. Go screw yourself, you freaking neurotypical.
Gotta thank him for that one, because I'm stealing that and I will be using that. Also, again, I don't know if he's joking or not. I hope he's not joking. I really hope this is what he thinks, because that is just so... That's amazing. I love people who are like this because they make me laugh, and I find them to be very entertaining. So if you are a femboy incel, then you are actually cool.
It's funny that you neurotypicals always obsess over straight white men, but the moment somebody talks about you and makes fun of you or calls you out for it, you say they're obsessed with you. Wow.
I feel like he's gay. He probably is. This might just be a performance. I don't know. I'm kind of getting down to the bottom of this. I just recently graduated from detective school, so you can trust me on this. He also uses Twitter as evidence. This is another thing where I seriously don't know if he's being serious about this. Part of me thinks he is, but then another part just can't believe anyone takes Twitter seriously.
Actually, they have. In fact, they said a lot worse, too. The proof is right here. And if you still defend these queer terrorists after this evidence, well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Queer terrorists. Okay, this is number 5. Reason number 5 why this guy is funny is because he has the best insults ever.
So you're a liar. So not only you're a weirdo, you're a liar too. So pathetic, but then again, you're a neurotypical, so I don't expect anything more from you. But that doesn't change the fact that you are a men-hating, racist, ableist fascist, and I hope you get the help that you need. You rabid, misandrous, neurotypical, and you're just a neurotypical, so you're just going to embrace being a freaking sexist, racist, ableist bigot.
Yes, of course I followed this guy. And he did follow me back, so I'm pretty cool. But, on a real note, I do fully support this guy right here, I really do. The people who don't try to be funny are always the funniest.
You really are gonna make that false accusation against me? Wow, you neurotypicals are really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Not trying to be that guy, but that was clearly a fake laugh, and I'm putting that clip in because I would like to go off topic right now. Because it reminded me of something. It reminds me of the times where I see people making videos dedicated to responding to hate comments. I think that is probably one of the cringiest and most embarrassing things you could probably ever do. Because, I don't know, I just remember seeing videos, like there would just be complete videos responding to hate comments or whatever, unless it's like something accusing you of doing things. But personally, I just think it screams extreme insecurity, especially when you have to force a laugh, because oh my gosh, wait, I saw, this video of a guy who was literally just responding to hate comments, and the fake laugh was so unbearable to listen to. And then he made the excuse, he was like, "Oh, you fell for the bait, oh my god, you fell for the bait." Shut the fuck up, that is so fucking embarrassing. When you resort to saying, "Oh, you know, it was just bait, you guys," oh my god. What are you doing? Just don't respond at all. If you really want to be cool, then you should just play into them.
Oh, let me get this straight. So, holding people accountable for their actions and their sexist hate speech is hurting people of the opposite gender? Wow. This generation is so weak.
Yeah, guys, come on, let's all stop being weak, and then we can turn into femboy incels. This guy is more fit for survival than anyone else. And there is nobody, and there will be nobody that has a better take than he does.
It always comes back to I have autism instead of taking accountability for his terrible takes. Just like how you neurotypicals like to freaking pull the whole you're a white male or you're racist, you're homophobic, you're transphobic or other cards instead of taking accountability for your terrible takes. Hypocrites.
I think the music is very fitting here.
Oh, har har.
I know that this video is a little bit shorter, but I just wanted to see how that was, because I'm still trying to like figure out what I want to do here, or like what's gonna be the best to do. Pretty much what I'm trying to say here is I'm still trying to figure out what I like best to do and what's gonna be the easiest. So I might edit this video a little differently. I don't know, I'm just gonna do different things and just mess around with it until I find something that I really like. But I hope I can find more people like this, because these are probably my favorite kinds of people. Love the femboy incels, and that's it.